Hello everyone, today I'll be discussing sports gambling, or otherwise referred to as sports betting, its impact on sports industry, whether or not Georgia is ready for it, and how to promote it when it comes to Georgia. So let's talk about Georgia's journey to legalizing sports betting. It's been a bumpy ride with some key challenges along the way. One of the big challenges is maintaining the integrity of sports. There are concerns about match fixing and other shady activities that could harm the sports we love. The social impact is another worry, with issues like gambling addiction needing attention, and then there are the complex regulations that need to be put in place to ensure fairness and consumer protection. But there are reasons to consider legalizing sports betting still. It could bring in extra money, which sports organizations can use to improve facilities and pay players more. Plus, it can get fans more engaged. When people have something at stake in a game, they're more likely to follow it closely and engage with it through various media. This boost in fan engagement means higher viewership and more ticket sales and merchandise purchases. However, there are some hiccups to sort out. Trademarking and content management can be a bit tricky. Betting operators often use team names and logos without proper authorization, raising concerns and trademark infringement. And then there's the evolving sports betting landscape, which brings us to the need for copyright protection. Sports organizations need to ensure their intellectual property is safeguarded, especially as they venture into the world of sports betting. This involves monitoring the use of their content and taking legal action if necessary. So Georgia's path to sports betting legalization is complex, requiring careful planning, ethical decisions, and protection of the sports industry's reputation. Let's take a closer look at the challenges Georgia has faced in legalizing sports betting. Georgia's tried 4 times for 4 consecutive years to pass bills supporting sports betting, and each time they've hit a roadblock. The earliest we can hope for sports betting to become legal in Georgia is late 2024 or 2025, but remember, there's no certainty here. It's just a potential timeline. To make sports betting a reality in Georgia, it's likely they'll need to change the state's constitution and get the citizens' approval, which is not easy to do. Georgia is not quite ready yet. They lack the necessary infrastructure and regulatory framework to make sports betting work seamlessly. One approach they're considering is having the state lottery manage sports betting. This shows Georgia has the capacity to handle it, but that's still a long way to go. So Georgia's path to legal sports betting is filled with hurdles requiring constitutional changes, infrastructure development, and a lot of time, but we're not giving up just yet. Now let's dive into the crucial aspects of sports betting. One of the big concerns is the integrity of sports. Match fixing and point shaving pose a real threat. These illegal activities could actually tarnish the essence of fair play and competition for sports betting. There are ethical and social implications tied to sports betting as well. It's important to address these concerns, especially when it comes to problem gambling. We need to ensure that fans are protected and educated about responsible betting practices. On one side, sports betting offers a financial boost. It can generate extra revenue for the sports industry, which can be invested in improving sports organization and events. This can enhance facilities, increase player salaries, and raise the overall quality of sports. When fans have a stake in the game, as stated before, they're more engaged. Sports betting can significantly boost viewership and involvement, which is vital for the sports industry profitability. Sports betting isn't just about the game, it's about the fan experience. So in-game betting, fantasy sports, and prediction contests make sports more immersive and entertaining for fans. Fans love getting involved, and these activities provide a unique way to do that. So there's a lot at stake, from the integrity of sports to financial benefits and engaging fans in new and exciting ways. Sports betting has the potential to transform the sports industry in Georgia. Now let's dive into the critical issues surrounding problem gambling and its impact on the sports industry. One of the key challenges is recognizing and addressing the risks of addiction. It's essential to be aware of the potential harm that excessive gambling can cause, not just for adults, but also for children as well. To mitigate these risks, promoting responsible gambling is crucial. Encouraging safe and balanced betting practices is a priority. This involves educating fans and is about setting limits, taking breaks, or seeking assistance if gambling-related problems arise. There's a looming threat to the integrity of sports from match fixing and corruption. These activities can undermine the very core of fair play and honest competition, and it's imperative to address these as well. When it comes to content related to sports betting, there's a need to strike a balance between entertainment and responsible gambling. Creating content that engages fans while ensuring they understand the implications of their actions is really essential for everything. It's not just about adults, it's about children too. Ensuring that both adults and children understand the implications of gambling is vital for a healthy relationship with sports betting. It's a little bit tricky because you're basically promoting sports betting to adults as a fun thing to do and more engaging, but this is very difficult if it impacts the youth as well. If the youth views this as, oh, so gambling is more of a game rather than actually understanding the implications of things that can happen to them. So in conclusion, these concerns are at the forefront of the sports betting landscape in Georgia. The industry has to navigate these issues to ensure a safe and enjoyable and responsible betting environment for everyone that's involved. Now let's explore the challenges surrounding trademarking and brand integrity in the context of sports betting. One of the main issues is the unauthorized use of team names, logos, and player likeness by sports betting operators. They often incorporate these elements into their marketing materials without obtaining proper licensing or authorization. So think about those little ads that you get when you're on social media. If a sports betting website were to try to promote an ad like that, they're most likely going to incorporate team logos and names and things like that have transpired. The unauthorized usage can mislead consumers into thinking that these betting operators have official affiliations with the sports teams. This kind of confusion not only damages the integrity of sports brands, but also kind of hampers their marketing efforts. Sports organizations, when entering the sports betting market themselves, have to navigate complex trademark agreements and licensing arrangements. This adds another layer of complexity to the industry. To preserve the equity and the value of their brands, sports organizations need to establish clear guidelines for the use of their trademarks in sports betting materials. This ensures that their brand identity remains protected. In a rapidly evolving sports betting landscape, maintaining brand integrity is very crucial. It involves safeguarding the reputation and image of sports organizations while adapting to the changing dynamics of the sports betting industry. In conclusion, these trademarking challenges underscore the need for a balanced approach that protects both the sports industry's brand equity and the growth of sports betting. It's a complex but crucial issue that requires really careful management. Now let's discuss how sports betting has transformed content, distribution channels, and fan engagement in the sports industry. Sports betting has introduced a new layer of content, including odds, betting tips, and predictions within sports marketing. This added content aims to engage and actually educate fans. It enhances the fan experience and also immerses them in the world of sports betting. The use of various platforms or conduits to reach fans and bettors has evolved. This includes sportsbook websites, mobile apps, social media platforms, and even in-stadium advertising. The sports industry has expanded its reach and engagement through these different channels. With the integration of sports betting, fans now engage with live games in a more interactive manner. They participate in live game betting, make predictions, and follow their bets during the game. This shift in consumption habits reflects the impacts of sports betting on fan engagement. The sports industry and betting companies have collaborated to seamlessly integrate betting opportunities into sports marketing. For instance, sports leagues offer betting apps that provide real-time odds and opportunities, creating a more engaging and integrated fan experience. The world of sports marketing has been reshaped by sports betting. It has brought about a variety of content, diverse distribution channels, and a more interactive way for fans to consume sports. This convergence of marketing channels ensures a more engaging and immersive experience for sports enthusiasts. So let's explore the critical aspects of copyright protection within the realm of sports betting. The sports industry faces the task of safeguarding its intellectual property found in sports betting materials. This involves protecting written articles, graphics, digital media, and a ton more. Unauthorized use of copyrighted content by sportsbooks and betting operators poses a significant challenge. They often incorporate copyrighted material without obtaining proper permission. To address this issue, sports organizations have to establish clear copyright guidelines. These guidelines ensure the proper use of trademarks, logos, and content in sports betting marketing materials. In cases where copyright violations occur, sports organizations need to be prepared to take legal action against those who misuse or reproduce their copyrighted material without permission. The ability to maintain control over content through copywriting is crucial. This safeguards the integrity of the brand and helps protect the revenue generated from content licensing agreements. Copywriting protection is essential to maintain the integrity of the sports industry amidst the growth of sports betting. Establishing clear copyright policies, taking legal actions when needed, and ensuring content control are key elements in preserving brand equity and safeguarding the revenue generated from content licensing agreements. To conclude this presentation, let's recap the key takeaways from our discussion on sports betting and its impact on the sports industry. Georgia grapples with legislative hurdles that have hindered the legalization of sports betting. The uncertainty surrounding the timeline of legalization adds to the complexity of the issues. The sports industry faces integrity threats such as match fixing and point shaving, which could undermine the honesty of sports. Safeguarding the integrity of sports remains paramount to all of this. It's crucial to address the social and ethical implications associated with sports betting. This includes tackling issues related to problem gambling and promoting responsible betting practices. Protecting brands and content is a significant concern in the evolving landscape of sports betting. Managing trademark violations, safeguarding intellectual property, and addressing copyright issues are essential. Striking a balance between interactive fan experiences, promoting responsible gambling, and evolving marketing strategies is vital. Utilizing various marketing conduits and ensuring content transparency is key.